All right, I'm going to replace the V-clamp on my Decomposition after treatment tube on a Cummins ISL 9 engine. I have a torque wrench here. I also have a 11 millimeter socket, and I'm setting my foot pounds to just about 10, a little over 10. It's like 10.37 pounds of torque to torque this wrench. So I'll get underneath it here. I'll show you exactly where it goes. All right, so what you're looking at here is the after treatment part of the exhaust. You can see there's different V-band clips on here. There's this one here, and then there's this one here, and this is the nut on these, and they get torqued down to about 10, a little over 10 foot-pounds. You can see there's two of them. There's one here, and then there's supposed to be one here. This one here came off, it broke. You can see this is a little decomposing. There is a gasket in between it, but I just had this in for Cummins service. They said it's fine, but I needed a new clamp. So rather than spend the $70, it's just putting a clamp on. I talked with the Cummins service. They showed me exactly the manual to do it, and then all I have to do is take the V-clamp and put it up onto here and then torque it down. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. All right, hopefully this will turn out okay. I'm putting this around in the same manner, the way that the other side is. How it comes around. This goes around this piece, and we'll set on this, and then as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. This will go through here, and then once that is through there, you can begin to tighten this down. And really it's a matter of seating the V-clamp correctly on this. It says to use a rubber hammer to seat it correctly, but you can see that it seats on here pretty easily. And then once you have it on there, this is where I'll need to torque this. One of the things to note is exactly how this is seated in here. So you can see how that's clamped onto that side, right angle. And then also each of these are seated correctly. This is not torqued down, but if you look down at this one, you can see the angle that it is at and about how much bolt comes out of it, so you can see how tight it needs to go. So as it moves and gets put onto here, it's going to tighten down. So I'm going to go ahead and get the torque wrench and start tightening this. Now, one of the important things for this is a rubber mallet. So it allows you to help to seat this better, and it says to really just tap it as you're seating it. So I'm going to rotate this around a little bit more so that it's sitting at the same angle as the other one that's on here. And then what I can start to do is start to torque this down, and the torque on this is about 10 foot-pounds. So you can see as I'm tightening this, it does say to tap it every so often. Dropping that on the phone. It's quite a bit of cranking on this. Now, one of the things to note is that this is a short socket. So as this goes, we're going to start to see that it might be too short. I might have to get a deep well socket in order to complete tightening this as far as it needs to go. And it's best to make sure when you're tightening this that you're maintaining the right foot-pounds of torque on this. So I'm just taking it down and seeing where I'm at to make sure that I'm the same that I need to be. All right, got a deep well 11 millimeter, so now I can continue to tighten this. Okay, as I tighten this, we're gonna want to see the torque click, and I'm gonna demonstrate it by holding this. And I have it set to 10 foot-pounds, and when you'll see, well, I won't do it. The head moves independent, and that's what the click causes. So when you get to over 10 pounds, it'll automatically click. So sometimes you can hold the head and get it to do it, but there it is. See how that click is? But it's not at 10 pounds yet, so it's close. Right there. It's close. There it is. That's 10 foot-pounds. So that means that this is now tightened as tight as it can go. And you can see how far down it is on there. But using the torque wrench, you got the right settings. It's seated correctly, and as you can see, it's pushing the connection from this decomp tube into the other connection. So that's all there is to it. It's pretty straightforward.